Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to Pilates Foundations class for today. And we're going to be starting laying down on your back. If you have a roller and want to use it, you can take it lengthways down your spine. Just be sure you're supported from the base of your skull all the way to your tailbone. Otherwise, just lay down onto the mat. And we'll begin with knees bent and feet grounded about 4 inches apart in line with your hips. And then open the arms out to the side. Reach out through the fingertips and long through your arms. And as we inhale, we cup the palms. We're going to curve the arms coming up to embrace the air right over your body. And then as you exhale, pull the arms open slowly out and down to the floor. You can lengthen out through the fingertips and rest the back of the hand completely on the ground. And inhale. The whole body expands with the breath. You take the arms above you to gather their air in, and then exhale. And open the arms out as you slowly let your belly sink down and deep towards your spine, drawing the navel in deeply. Inhale, picture the whole body expanding, the lungs expand, the abdominal wall expands. And then exhale and think of everything narrowing into your central axis. If when you lay down, you feel like your head is falling backwards, you should take a towel or a small pillow and place it under your head. You'd like to have your forehead in line with your chin as you're on your back, so that your rib cage is grounded comfortably here. We're going to do just one more of these arm movements. On every inhale, the arms rise, the chest narrows, the back broadens slightly. And then as you exhale and drag the arms apart, feel the blades moving together underneath you towards your spine. Next, we lift the arms straight up to the ceiling, and the arms are parallel. As you exhale, release the shoulders down, let them rest into the surface underneath you. And inhale, we lift the arms up as high as they go, shrug the shoulders to the ceiling, and then exhale, the blades sink down. If you're on the roller, they're going to hug the roller beneath your body. Otherwise, just push them into the mat under your torso. And then inhale, lifting the arms again. They won't go far. It's maybe 4 or 5 inches max. And then exhale and release. You want to feel them gliding up and down. You can picture the shoulder blades resting on the surface of the water. The tide rises, the shoulders lift, that lifts the fingertips up into the sky above us, and then the tide recedes, the blades sink down. They sink down like a boat or a buoy floating on the surface of the river, going down and deep towards the ground. One more, shrug the shoulders up. The blades come away from the spine and around the edges of your ribs, and then exhale as you lower the blades down. They drop, but they also narrow in towards your spine. Inhale, we turn the palms forward, and exhale and glide the arms long down by your body. And now here, inhale to lift the arms up to 90 degrees, weight in the scapula, weight in the shoulder blades. Exhale, take the arms behind you, you stretch, and you only go back as far as your ribs stay grounded. And then we reverse. Inhale, lifting the arms up again, and then exhale all the way down at your side. That movement is fluid and uninterrupted. So you inhale, you rise to 90 degrees, then you don't pause there, but you feel the weight of your scapula. You're exhaling all the way back to a point where you feel that stretch in your lat, in your armpit, and then bring the arms forward, and then exhale and glide them down again. Let's do one more of these. Arms rise, and exhale and back. Reach long through every single fingertip, and the blades slip towards your waistline. Arms move forward, and then exhale, bring them down. Lengthen here. At this point, take your hands to your shoulders, bending your elbows in by your waist. We'll pick the elbows up on the inhale and exhale out wide, around and down. So you're drawing a circle with each elbow, the 2 arms mirroring each other's action. And you can allow the shoulders to shrug. And if you're on the roller, you can really drop them down and deep, but get that little bit of mobility in the shoulder blade so that you start to release your neck, let it relax and lengthen. And then when we complete the circle, we are going to reverse them. So you're going down, and then the arms skim out wide, lift them up, forward, and around and down again. For every circle, it's 1 breath, a short inhale and a longer exhalation. And we can do this again. And then as you end, extend the arms forward, full arms long at your side, palms down. Inhale, lift the arms up and back by your ears. Try not to have an additional arch in your spine. Circle the arms out wide, around and forward, and then turn the palms to the floor at the end. Inhale, lift the arms up and back. The palms are up. You're going to stretch the arms out and then circle around. My equipment's in my way. I'm moving forward here. And again, reaching up and back. And then exhale, circle, stretch. The arms cut through the air like two knives. And then one more in this direction, up and back. The blades slip away from your ears. The neck stays long. And you circle, reach out into your wingspan. Let's reverse it. Stretch the arms out. And behind you, the arms may lift as they go past the height of your shoulders. You exhale. And you push the air down as the belly sinks towards the spine. Full expansion of the lungs, full expansion of the arms, and then exhale, pump the air out of your lungs by pushing the arms down. And again, reach and exhale and press. Feel the arms move through the air as if the wind was just blowing past your arms. One more. And we exhale and bring that down here. Good. Now, from this point, we'll move into 100. So if you're on a roller, come on off. And we'll pull the right knee into your chest. Hug it in, pull it tight. And then pull the left leg in. Also, pull that one tight. Also, press the legs together. With your hands to your thighs, pull the knees forward, rock your head up, elbows wide and forward. You're in your upper ab curl with the knees bent. Extend the arms, start pumping. Inhaling and exhaling here. We have the option to extend the legs up to the ceiling if that works for you. If hamstrings are tight, bend the knees slightly and try to keep your feet initially over the pelvis. Then you can start to stretch the legs forward out to your working level. It's also fine to just keep your legs at a tabletop or even the heels down. There's a lot of different options. You're trying to feel the option that gives you the most work in your low abdominals without making you fall back and flat into the ceiling or into the floor, looking at my feet reaching up. So you're going to stretch the legs out and reach them long, take them to the level where you feel that you're actually engaged through your abdominal wall, but you're not arching your back. Your head stays up. If you need to rest it, either lay it down or support it with one hand. We're going for one more breath. Maybe test yourself if you can go a little lower, or if you need to go a little higher. And then fold the knees in, lay your head down, feet lower, and you can rock the knees to one side, turn your head to the other. Get a release in your neck after being in that upper curl, or release to your back after helping to support the weight of your legs. One last one. Come back to center, and then we're going to roll up. So stretch the legs forward, bring the arms back, and you can lift the arms to feel the weight of the shoulders into the ground. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, pull up. You want to exhale before you pick up the ribs. Dive over, hamstring tightness, bend your knees as you dive. Stretch it on out. If you want to use your TheraBand here around your feet, that's helpful. That's a good assist. And then we're going to roll back. If you're holding the band, pull back, pay it out as necessary. If you're not, the arms go to your working level. So bring them as high as you need to so that you get some work in your upper abs, but without falling back, without control. The arms stretch back again. And then we lift the arms here. Head, neck, exhale to pick up the ribs. Lift up through your halo, dive over your legs. Eventually, feet stay flexed, legs stay straight, but there's other options on your way to that position. As you come back, initially arms are low, easier. Higher arms make it more difficult, more load away from center. See where you go. If you find yourself accelerating in the movement, you need to lower the arms, or maybe even go back and try the TheraBand. The band is really great because it allows you to really work one vertebra at a time. And particularly if you feel like you're lifting your body in chunks, using the TheraBand will be great to help you articulate that spine, bringing it forward and especially down in a more controlled manner. I think I need to adjust my screen. So you guys are going to do one more. Let me change that. It looked fine when I was standing, but not so good when I was laying down. All right. Let's complete this and go all the way back down. Grab your TheraBand for your single leg circles. All right, we're going to take that band around the ball of your foot. Let's make it the right leg first. Bend the knee in, place the band on your foot. You don't need to use the band, but it is assistive. And you stretch the leg up, flexing the foot first to get the stretch in the calf, pointing the foot to get a little more freedom in the hip, and you can slightly lower the leg down. We circle the leg across the body, right leg moves left, lower it down low, externally rotate it to take it out to the side, and then drag it up to the ceiling. So one breath and short inhale and a long exhale for every single circle here. Your goal is to both stretch the leg, but also keep the body stable. So you're grounded here through both sides of the hips, both pelvic halves, regardless of where the leg is. The circle is only as large, it sweeps only as far as you can keep your opposite hip down and pressing into the ground. That way you start to really work into your core, especially the oblique abdominals. Let's do one last one. Keep pushing out into the band so you feel that lengthening of the leg. Pause at the top, we reverse. Externally rotate, sweep it out to the right, and then you stretch it down low across the body and up to the ceiling. Bend your knee if you need to. You still want to feel that stretch in the hamstring, so you take it as high up as you can without letting your sits bones come off the ground. So you push out again, reach into the band. You keep trying to spiral the leg further and further out from center with every single repetition. At the same time, being aware that you cannot give up on keeping the body grounded and heavy here, both right and left side. We're going to complete this circle and pause at the top. From this point, we'll take both ends of the band in your right hand, rotate the right leg externally, and take the leg out to the side. If you're not using the band, just support the leg with your hand. And you can rock the leg a little bit towards your shoulder and away. It feels good to push your left hand on your left hip bone crest. To push that side down, it'll give you a bigger stretch on your right inner thigh and also across the front of the pelvis. Then we'll exhale to pick the leg up. Switch hands at the top. The left hand's now holding the band as you bring the right leg across. Spiral off the mat, hip, waist, rib. You can turn your head and look out at your extended right arm. The fingers reach away from your gaze. And you spiral that leg internally, working from the femur, the thigh bone, in order to get maximum stretch diagonally across the hip and into your low back. As you exhale, pull down from your left shoulder to your waist, to your right glute. That lifts the leg up in the ceiling. Give it a little bit of a tug here, right? You never want to feel the stretch too much at the sits bone or behind the knee. So bend the knee appropriately. You'll feel it in the middle of the hamstring. And then fold the knee in. The band comes off and we just stretch the leg forward, shake it out. And it should feel very different from the left leg. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for positive change. So we're going to pull the left knee into your chest now and take the band around the foot, around the ball of the foot in the arch. The toes are free. Lift the leg up to the ceiling. Remember, bend your knee as necessary, straighten when you can. And then as you curl the toes back, that foot is flexed at the ankle. You can feel the lift through the heel and the drop through the sits bone to increase the stretch in the whole back line of your leg, calf and hamstring. Then we'll release the calf by reaching up through the ball of the foot. It's sort of a high-heeled position. Be sure the elbows are down by your waist so the shoulders are away from your ears. And we begin the circle. Inhale across the body, internally rotate. Keep the hip grounded. You'll feel the stretch on the outer hip too. Circle it around and drag it up to the ceiling, lifting it here at the top and the end of the breath. Inhale, reaching out. Pivot from your elbows, which are down heavy on the mat at your side. The left side gets heavy before the leg moves right. And then the right side gets heavy before the leg moves left, and that will keep you steady on your mat. Let's go again. Keep reaching longer and longer out into the band. The band gives you that stretch and also some support for the weight of your leg. But it provides more feedback, which is really important while we're training our body to pay attention to our movements and figure out what to do as we're doing it. That's how we learn to keep our bodies safe. Come to the top and reverse. Inhale out to the side and external rotation. Press it down, sweep it over and lift it high. And we go again. That rotation of the leg actually helps the joint. It helps the femur, the thigh bone, fit better into the joint surface. So that's going to give you the best results and the smoothest possible ride as you're taking that leg around in the circle. We'll go for one last one. Open it out, right side heavy, push it down, internally rotate, left side heavy, drag that leg up to the ceiling. Perfect. And we take the left leg out to the left, band in the left hand if you're using the band. Open the leg, maybe the right hand on the right hip bone. If you feel that that glute got lighter, pick up the leg, pull the hip down, and then take the leg out again. We don't want to cheat yourself out of any of the stretch. And you can rock the leg a little bit towards your armpit and away. As you exhale, pick the leg up, lift it to the sky, switch hands so the right hand holds the band as the left leg moves to the right. Extend the left arm out, look at the hand, and give yourself that lovely stretch across the hip. And rotate the leg internally, increasing the stretch in the glute. We exhale to roll back, hip goes down, leg goes up, give it the hamstring stretch, pull it up where you want to, and then fold the knee in, the band comes off and to your side. And we are going to just stretch the leg out, compare. Should feel more equal with the other one, more of a similar sensation, but definitely less tight than last time we checked it. Now from here, pull your right knee in, hands behind the thigh is the easiest, left leg up, and we roll forward and up for rolling like a ball. Come up to sitting. If you have a ball to take between your thighs or a soft cushion, you're welcome to. The traditional exercise, hands to the shins. Easier is hands to the thighs. We're going to lift the tail in a pelvic tuck and find an upper ab curl looking down. Rock back onto your sacrum and pick up your feet off the ground. Imagine you're inside a ball yourself, or that you are the ball, and you begin to roll back by lifting the tail. That shifts your weight. Go to the shoulder blades only, and then exhale, come forward to your balance point. You're always looking down into your belly. Do not look up at the ceiling. If you do, you know that will flatten you out, and your head will be an anchor and less like a ball. So we're going back on the inhale, forward on the exhale, drawing a straight line down the mat and up the mat. If you can stay on the midline of your mat, that means you're using your right and left side equally, which is a good thing if like all Pilates people, you're looking for alignment and better posture. All right, now we're going into the ab series. Right hand to the right ankle, left hand to the right knee. Extend the left leg out, and we slowly roll the spine down into your best upper ab curl. Elbows are wide. Pull yourself up with your arms. Inhale, and we switch the legs. And switch again, inhaling here. The outside hand is always to the ankle, so left hand on the left ankle, right hand on the right ankle. That's just choreography, but it does help you keep the leg in alignment with the hip. And if your neck needs a rest, lay it back down. You could also prop it up on a ball. But if you do so, you probably want to take the legs up higher. Let's end with the left leg in, pull the right knee into your chest, squeeze the legs together, one hand to each shin. Inhale, arms and legs rise to the ceiling. As you exhale, fold the knees and circle the arms wide, embrace your legs and pull them in tight. And we do that again. Everything rises, you stretch, exhale, everything comes in, embrace your legs to your body. Now, as you advance the exercise, the arms and legs reach further away from center, but you only do that if you can keep your head up and you don't fall out of your upper ab curl. So you want to feel that work in the upper abs with the weight of the arms going back. And you also want to feel the weight of the legs as your belly works to support your spine in the same position. If you feel your back arch, rein it in and go back to the easier position with everything vertical, and then pull everything in. Let's lay your head down for a second, lower your feet, and just turn your head easy one side to the other. You never force the neck, you just allow it to find the rotation at once. We are going to add scissors today. So we'll pull the right knee into your chest, extend the leg up to the ceiling, reach your hand up as high as you can on the leg, and then the other leg lifts to it. We'll come to your upper ab curl and push the left leg away. So you're up here, your hand as high as you can be. Inhale to switch the legs and exhale to switch. Again, you can do this with your head down if you're still working on developing strength in your neck and strengthen your upper abs. The connection of your hand to your leg reinforces your ability to stay up in that upper ab curl. Your gaze should be down on your navel. Of course, as usual, I keep checking you guys out on the screen. Let's do one more set. And then bring both legs up, support your head, lay yourself down as you fold the knees here. All right, we're rolling forward and up for spine stretch. So you can extend the legs forward, take the arms up in the air like your roll up, and we lift and exhale, come up. You actually want to open the arms and sit up tall as you arrive in your seated position. If hamstrings are tight, you can elevate yourself up on a book, on a yoga block, on a folded towel, whatever. So we're going to push the arms down and float up through your head, lift the heart, widen the chest, look down and then dive forward, head, neck, upper back, mid back, low back. All of this on an exhale as you reach out, over and down. Your fingers reach out between your feet. Bend the knees as necessary so that you get a good stretch both in the hamstring and the low back. And then we press through the legs. We sink through the tailbone and you articulate the spine up, bottom to top, like you're lifting your back and pressing it against a wall. And then we do this again, looking down, exhale all the way over. Try to let the head move the neck first and then the upper back. So you're not just leaning forward from your hips, which is often people's idea, just to bend forward and stretch out their low back that way. But we're thinking less about hip flexion, though that's part of it, and more about articulating through the spine and letting the back pick you up inch by inch. It also stretches and lets go inch by inch, one vertebra after the next. Let's do one more. It's an inhale to come up and then an exhale to look down. And exhale all the way out. Just open your mouth and push the air out. This bending forward almost like pushes the air out, like if you press into an inflated ball and try to squeeze it at the bottom so the air comes out the top. Hold onto your ankles, fold the heels in, and we're going to balance here on our sacrum again for open leg balance and rocker. So easiest, take your hands to your thighs, lift your legs, elbows are wide and forward, the belly sinks into the curve of your spine. So you're sort of in that rolling like a ball position again. Look down and then the right leg goes up. It stretches to your fullest extent. You exhale, pull it back and connect your heels. Now the left. It's fine to stay here with your hands at your thighs. Traditional, a little more advanced, hands start at the inside of the legs by the ankle. And then as you lift the leg up, you stretch it. The arm and the leg should be straight. You know, that's your goal. Not necessarily what will happen today. Connect the heels here. As you lift the left leg, be sure that the left shoulder stays easy and doesn't rise up. You're not going to be hunching your back. And then let's do one more set of these. Right leg lifts. And exhale, pull it down. Just hold on to your leg wherever it's best for you. More important to try to feel the steadiness of your core and the stretch in your legs. Now to roll, first we're going to take both legs up and just get both legs to stretch. We're not rolling yet, so just fold the knees back down, connect your heels in. Good, and let's do one more of these, both lifting it on the inhale and exhale, folding it down. Now we want to be sure you have room to roll, moving forward, and inhale, both legs rise. Look into your center, round the back, and then inhale, we roll back, we lift the tail to go back to your shoulder blades, and exhale, forward and up to your balance point. And again, going back, and exhale, forward. Keep looking down. I was looking up to see where my equipment was. I forgot to move that one piece. And again, rolling back here, and exhale, forward. Your legs should stay, even with your shoulders, whether you're rolling back or forward. And then let's do one last one. And then lower the legs, bending at the knees. From here, we roll back. You can bring your arms forward and work your core as you come down slowly. The abdominal wall releases you inch by inch. Your core is more than your abdominals, right, though? So it also includes your back, your diaphragm, your pelvic floor. Now, for corkscrew, you can use your TheraBand around your feet if you would like. I'm not going to do that right now, but bend both knees into your chest. If you're taking the band around your feet, do it now. Then lift the legs up to the ceiling. Knees can be bent. Feet should be over the pelvic floor. You can lift the legs straight if that works for you. And we're going to keep the pelvis grounded as you take the legs a little bit over to the right. Exhale, around to the left. Complete the circle up at the top. And then they go left. And then exhale all the way around, coming back in to center. So to one side, you're stirring the air. It's as if you're drawing a perfect circle on the ceiling above you, alternating the direction each time. You want to feel that work in your low abdominals, holding the body steady against the movement and weight of your legs. We've been doing this before. It's an important part of the Pilates sort of way of thinking about how to strengthen the body, right? We use our limbs as weights to challenge our ability to stabilize the center. We're going to end going from left to right. Circle, maybe imagine the circle going higher and higher, drilling up into the ceiling. And then from here, fold the knees in, and we can roll forward. You can hold on to your thighs, push the legs forward, coming up and rock forward to sitting. Let's open the legs for saw. So here, again, you could lift up off of the ground with some kind of support, a towel, a yoga block, books, whatever, and extend the arms forward out in front of you. So we're going to take them to the side, and we rotate the spine, bring the left hand across to the right leg, somewhere along it. Could be the thigh, the calf, the ankle, the foot. Reach as long as you can and try to lift the back arm up and straighten it long behind you. Coming upright, hold the twist, unwind, and we spiral here to the left, and we dive over and reach out again. Try to keep sliding your hand forward along the outside of the leg while keeping the opposite hip and leg heavy. And then we lift to come up, center again, twist to your right, diving over. The head leads your body over, but it's not just a diagonal line across the leg. You're still working that spiral, trying to open the back shoulder up and behind you. Lift to come up, center, and then to the other side. So as I'm going over to my left with my right hand, I'm thinking my left shoulder blade should be trying to cross over the spine behind me. It won't get there, but in that direction. So I'm engaging my back to open my left chest and shoulder up to the ceiling behind me and above me. And then lift to come up, center, and let's do one more. So keep the spiral going. It's not just in your low back, it's also in your chest, it's also in your neck. Even your eyes are trying to circle back and look back at that hand behind you. Lift to come up, center, and we'll do one more here. Taking it over and reaching it out, going long. And then coming upright, center, and lower the arms down. All right, from here, let's go into a little plank. We're going to work on a modified plank first for today, which is just a plank on your hands and your knees. If you would rather take the full plank with your legs out extended behind you, please do. So if we're starting in quadruped position, hands and knees, what we'll be doing first is just letting the right leg back and lift it without rotating the hips. Both hip bones are still pointing to the floor, and then slide it back underneath you. You can imagine taking a plank on your back from your head to your tail and not moving the plank while you lift the legs, alternating them. Slide it back under. What we recommend here is you pull the heel of the hand to the knees and the knees towards the heel of the hand, and then you just let one of the legs go and stretch it back. The head should be in line with your spine, and then we pull that back so your gaze is down and slightly in front of you. Let's lift the left leg now and bring it on back. Now we add the opposite arm. So here, think about, we're going to move the right leg and the left arm, try to pull the right heel of the hand towards the left knee, and see how that engages both your armpit and your abs. Slide the right leg back and the left arm forward. Pull your head long away from your tailbone. And then let's slide the hand back and the knee underneath you. Now the arm and the leg you just moved, try to pull them towards each other, and the left leg goes back and up and the right arm goes forward and out. If you really pull the diagonal between your standing hand and leg, you'll be a lot more stable than if you just think of pushing down. And then slide the hand under you, slide the knee under you. Let's do that one more time. And you stretch everything long. The longer you go, the more length you have, the more your connective tissue, your fascia, pulls together and holds you like you're wrapped up tightly like a gift here to hold your body together as you reach out away from the center. And then we pull everything back. And we'll do one more. Right arm forward, left leg back. Reach, stretch. And then bring it all back to center. Sit back in a little child's pose here. Drop your head, curve your spine. And then stack from the bottom to the top. And that's our session for today. All right, if you have questions, please wait and you can ask me at the end of the class. And in any case, I hope to see you all back in class next week.